Hello, welcome. The session is about getting connected using Zoom. I'm Bonnie Best. I share my screen so that we can get started on the basics. If you've never used Zoom, I'm going to help you get connected using Zoom and explain how you do it and some of the basics. So Zoom basically connects people in a video meeting. Some people call it video conferencing. You don't need to sign up for an account. It is free if you choose to, but you don't need it. Someone who already has signed up for an account can invite you to a meeting. You can use your computer with a camera and a microphone. Although you don't need a camera, you can connect with your phone. Here's an example of a video meeting. Twice a month, my coach, she starts these video sessions and we have a conference call. Her invitation came as an email. And it said, please join the meeting in progress. And down here, there is a link. When it's blue and underlined like that, there's a link. When you click on that, it joins the meeting ID with a passcode. It's all set up for you. So after you click that link to join, you get this pop up. And sometimes up near the top, it doesn't show here, sometimes up near the top, it pops up with a little dialog box that says Open Zoom Meetings. Now, I already have a Zoom client installed. So if you have a Zoom client already installed, you can launch the meeting. Otherwise, if this is your first time, just once, the first time you join a meeting, then you will download and run Zoom and they'll walk you through that process. Or maybe the person who invited you can help you. You download this little executable program, and once you've done that, it's on your computer and you're ready to go. Now, if you decide you want to sign up, and the reason you would sign up is if you want to host a meeting. If you want to start a meeting and invite family or friends to join you on a Zoom meeting like this, then you'll want to go to zoom.us, that's the website, and in the lower left corner, you'll see where it says sign up for free. I do recommend that you sign up for free to start. When you click that link, which I did a couple days ago, sign up for free, they will ask you for your birth date. And they don't store it. They're using it for verification that you're an adult, not a child. For safety reasons, what I like to do is I will change my birth date. I'll enter the month that I'm born, but rather than the day, I'll make it either 1 or 2 days. Either way, I'll change the date and then I'll change the year. You're born in 1950, I would make it 1951 or 52. That's for safety reasons. You don't ever want to give your birth date to people. That's where people can steal your identity. So here's an example of the pricing. For Zoom, I do recommend you start with a basic personal meeting free. That's the kind of account I now have. You can host up to 100 participants. When you're having a one-on-one meeting, either one person or you can invite one person, that's called a one-on-one. That kind of meeting, unlimited time. You can talk for as long as you want. If you invite more than one person, if you've got a group like 5 or more, then you need to have, then you'll be limited to 40 minutes. Your meeting can go 40 minutes. And we discovered you can go 40 minutes, and if you want more time, you just start a new meeting and you go another 40 minutes. So the free account is what I've had for years. At one point, I decided I might want to have group meetings and have more time, so I upgraded. And for a few months, I had upgraded and I was paying $14.99 a month. I realized that I didn't use it very often and I really didn't need it, so I went back to having a free account, and now they no longer charge me. It's not like a trial. My nephew's concerned about these trials and later they ask for your credit card. No, this is not a trial. This is a free account, and I've had it for years, and they don't ask for my credit card and they don't charge me. Now, I've installed the Zoom app on my smartphone. So I have the app on my smartphone, and on my smartphone, there is this little icon that looks like a video camera inside a blue square. So this is an example. I took a picture of this yesterday. I went to my smartphone, I opened it up, and I went to my app, And because I have an account, I can start a meeting or I can join a meeting that someone else has started. If you have not signed up for an account, you can still install Zoom on your smartphone, but then you will only be allowed to join a meeting. You won't be allowed to start a meeting. So if you signed up and you want to start a meeting, there are two ways to do it. One is to go to their website, zoom.us. If you've got an account, you sign in. See my little icon here. And then you go to meetings and you can schedule a meeting, you can join a meeting, and you can host a meeting. Hosting a meeting means you start the meeting and you're the host. So that's what I did. Excuse me. The other way, I said there are two ways to start a meeting. A faster way that I find is that on my desktop on my computer, now that I have signed up and I've got an account and I've installed Zoom, I have this icon on my desktop. And when I double click that, up pops this dialog box. It allows me to start a new meeting, join a meeting that's already in progress that I've been invited to, schedule a meeting, or share a screen. And I'm sharing my screen right now so you can see my presentation. Here's what happened as I started a meeting. Now, this is not the meeting I'm doing today, but this a couple days ago, I started a meeting. And in the lower section here, there's a toolbar. This toolbar at the bottom does not always show up. When you hover your mouse near the bottom of the screen, it'll pop up. And I stopped my video. When I stopped my video on that meeting, I only got my picture. And this can happen if my coach has a Zoom meeting and I haven't gotten dressed, I haven't done my hair or whatever, I decide I'll just show her my picture. And then it'll have my picture with my name. So you can do that. You don't have to participate with the video. You can do it just with a picture. So now what if you started a meeting and you want to look at who's participating, and if you're the host, you may want to invite some people. So again, down here in the lower section, there is a toolbar when I hover my mouse, and it says participants. When I click on participants, up here on the right is a section that shows right now only one participant. And today that's true. I only have me hosting the meeting. In the lower section down here at the bottom, there's invite and there's mute all. So when you click on invite, you end up getting this pop up, allows you to invite people to join your meeting. This is if you're hosting a meeting. And I clicked on email. I use Gmail, so I'm going to click on Gmail, but you could have any other email, whatever your default email is, or Yahoo, that's fine. And when you click on that, then you go to your email. So in my case, I use Gmail. So I have my Gmail up here and I compose a message and I say, please join this meeting in progress. That's already up there. Actually, all of this is up there except I entered who the recipient is. I put in the email address for who I want to invite to join my meeting. And when I'm ready, I click send. But all of this, you don't have to type any of this in. The only thing you need to type in is the address of who you're inviting. They then go to their email and they get this message. Here's an email that was received from me to asking the person to join my meeting. And this is what it looks like when they open it up. It's from me. This was all inserted by Zoom. It's all automatic. You don't have to type all this in, so don't worry about having to type a lot. You just have to put in their email address. They get it. They open it up. They click on that link, and they've joined the meeting. Again, they get this pop up. If someone you've invited to join, if they've already installed the client, they can launch the meeting, or you might want to be on, sometimes I'm on the cell phone and I'm talking to the person and walking through the process. I just invited you to join my meeting. Please download and run Zoom so that we can then communicate. So I want to talk in the next segment. This is the basics. In the next segment, once you join a meeting and you start participating, there is some etiquette. So next segment, I'm going to talk about when you participate, how you do that, how you can mute yourself, You can turn your volume on and off if you've got a lot of background noise. The host has a place on the participant list. There's a place where the host can mute everybody if they want to speak and don't want to hear all the background music, don't want to be interrupted. There's a mute all for the host. Host can selectively mute people. So these are things I'll cover in the next segment: how to participate, how to turn your mute on and off, how to turn your video on and off, which is what I did. I just got a photo. How you can use what's called the chat. People can type in messages. So somebody can be speaking and then people are typing in messages. I'll talk about how you can share your screen, which is what I did today, and how you can record a meeting. Again, I'm recording this meeting so that you can share it, see it. So hopefully you've got the basics now, you know how to get started. And next time we'll talk about these other topics.